Dear child, before you take another breath, I need you to understand something. This is not random. This is not background noise. This is not just another message you scroll past. This is a meeting. Right now, yes, in this exact room, in this exact posture, with your screen at this exact angle, I am here. I am closer than the device in your hand, closer than the air in your lungs. You are not just watching a video. You are sitting inside a moment I scheduled for you long before today. So listen carefully, and don't rush away. I want you to stay with me through this entire message. Not halfway, not until you feel you got the point. There are things I will only say near the end that will unlock what your heart has carried for years. Parts of you will only feel seen once the final words are spoken. Remember this, what comes later will explain what your soul is only sensing right now. So for a little while, let everything else wait. Let this be sacred. Let this be uninterrupted. Look around your room, my child. The walls, the ceiling, the doorway, the light from your screen, the items scattered around, things no one else pays attention to. I see all of it. I know where you are. I know what time it is. I know what's on your mind even as you listen. There have been nights in this very space when tears fell quietly and you wiped them quickly so no one would notice. There have been days you sat here feeling numb, scrolling just to escape the weight you couldn't put into words. There have been moments where you said in your heart, "Does anyone see me? Does anyone even know what's happening inside me?" I heard those questions. I didn't just hear them, I felt the ache behind them. And now I am answering you. Stay with me. Lean in. Even if part of you wants to keep your guard up, let your heart soften for a moment. You don't have to perform here. You don't have to be strong here. I know the version of you that no one else ever meets. You've told people pieces of your story, but not the whole of it. You've said, "I'm fine," when you were anything but. You've laughed it off, changed the subject, minimized your pain because others seemed tired, busy, or distracted. But I wasn't. When you lay awake staring at the ceiling, replaying old conversations and wondering what you did wrong, I was there. When your chest felt heavy and you didn't know whether it was anxiety, grief, or both, I was there. When you said nothing out loud but cried out in your thoughts, "God, if you're real, please see me," I heard it as clearly as if you had shouted it. This moment is my response. You may think you clicked this by curiosity, by chance, or by habit. You didn't. I drew you here. I've been weaving this moment into your timeline quietly, patiently, waiting until your heart was tender enough to hear me like this. Please don't hurry away. Every sentence I'm speaking is a thread. The tapestry won't make sense unless you let me finish. Right now, I am sitting with you in this room. No thunder, no flashes. Just my presence, steady, gentle, unshaken. I know what's weighing on you. The disappointment you never processed, the fear of the future you try to outrun, the regret that whispers, "You should have done better by now," the voice that tells you you're behind, that you're hard to love, that you've missed too many chances. Listen to me. This channel is currently not earning, but I'm continuing with faith. If these God messages bless you and you'd like to support this ministry, you'll find the Buy Me a Coffee link below. Prayers will always remain free. Listen to me. Those voices are not me. I don't speak to you with contempt. I don't motivate you with shame. I don't build you by breaking you down. Even when I correct you, I do it with a hand that holds, not a hand that pushes you away. We're going to walk through some things together in this message. I want you to hear my comfort, but also my clarity, my embrace, and also my invitation to change. Don't be afraid of that. By the time you reach the end, what feels confusing right now will start to align inside you. So stay. Breathe. You're safe here. You've asked me in secret, why does my life feel like this? Why do I feel like I'm always in between, never fully lost, but never fully at peace? You've wondered why you feel heavy for no obvious reason. Why sometimes, even in rooms full of people, you feel alone. Why certain memories suddenly flood you when you're about to fall asleep. Why you can't quite shake certain patterns, certain thoughts. I see the questions you don't know how to phrase. I see the parts of you that feel tired of trying. I see the version of you that says, I don't want to give up, but I also don't know how to go on like this. Let me tell you something that matters deeply, and I need you to hear it all. You are not broken beyond repair. You are not too much. You are not too late. You are not invisible to me. The battles you face are not proof of my absence. They're proof of how much your life matters. The resistance against you has been strong because the light within you is real. Even in your confusion, I see the small yes inside you, the way you keep getting up, the tiny ways you still reach for me, even when you're not sure I'm there. I am moved by that, more than you think. Don't turn away now. There's something I want to place in your hands by the end of this, but I'm building your heart toward it step by step. You've carried shame for things you can't change now. Choices, relationships, mistakes, seasons where you drifted far, moments you look back on and think, who even was I? There is something I want you to know, and I'm saying it gently but firmly. I was there even then. Not approving of what hurt you, not cheering for what damaged you, but present, waiting for the opening, watching for the soft moment when you'd let me turn your face back toward me. You've survived versions of yourself that once had no hope. You've outlived days you were sure would crush you. You've walked out of thought patterns that once felt like home. You don't give yourself enough credit for that, but I see it. I've seen your quiet victories. The time you forgave and no one clapped. The moment you put the phone down instead of returning to that pattern. The night you whispered, "Help me," instead of numbing yourself again. Every one of those moments mattered. They were not small. They were seeds. Stay with me. Because before this is over, I'm going to show you what some of those seeds have grown into, inside you, even if you can't see it yet. There is something else I need to speak into, and this may touch a sensitive place, but I will walk gently. You've wondered if I'm disappointed in you. If I look at you and see failure. If I compare you to others and sigh. I do not. When I look at you right now, in this room, in your current state, with your confusion, your flaws, your unresolved areas, I see someone I love. I see someone I've carried since their first cry. I see someone I've protected from things they never even knew were coming. I see someone whose heart has been bruised, but not abandoned. I am not standing across the room with folded arms. I am beside you. I'm the warmth you feel when you suddenly remember that you're not alone. I'm the stillness that settles on you for no logical reason in the middle of chaos. I'm the quiet knowing that somehow, some way, you're being held. And right now, I'm asking you not to just analyze these words, but to receive them. Let your shoulders drop. Let your jaw unclench. Let your breathing slow down just a little. This is not a test, it's a meeting. It me, with you, right now. I also want to talk about the questions you've had about your future. You've said, what am I even here for? Am I doing anything that matters? You've compared your journey to others and felt behind, unnoticed, unnecessary. Listen carefully. Your presence on this earth is intentional. There are lives you've already impacted without knowing it. There are atmospheres that shift just because you walk into a room. There are people who feel safer when you're near, even if they never say it out loud. Your kindness has interrupted someone else's despair. Your listening ear has stopped someone from giving up. Your simple existence has been a doorway for my comfort countless times. You think, I'm just ordinary. I think, you are woven with eternal significance. The way your heart breaks for others, that not a defect. That evidence of my image in you. The way you feel everything deeply, that not a curse. It how I wired you to sense when something is off, when someone is hurting, when a room needs softness. The enemy has tried to use your sensitivity against you, to drown you in emotions and make you despise how you're made. But I gave you that sensitivity as a channel for my love, not as a weapon against your own soul. Stay with me, because near the end, I will speak something over your future that will land differently now that your heart is open. You also need to hear this. You are allowed to heal. You are allowed to take your heart seriously. You are allowed to grieve what you lost. You are allowed to forgive yourself for not knowing then what you know now. I am not urging you forward with impatience. I am not saying, hurry up and get better. I am saying, walk with me in this. Let me sit with you in what still hurts. The healing I am leading you into is not just about feeling better for a moment. It's about restoring the parts of you that have been shut down, your hope, your trust, your ability to dream without fear of disappointment. You've been bracing yourself for the worst for a long time, expecting things to fall apart, waiting for the good to be taken away. But I am not trying to set you up for heartbreak. I am trying to teach your heart that I am steady. I will not leave mid-sentence. I will not walk away mid-story. I will not abandon you halfway through your healing. And yes, this message right now, this exact moment, is part of that process. It is me saying, I see you. I am here. Keep listening. I'm not done speaking yet. Now I want to give you something very specific to hold on to, something you'll remember after this ends. This moment was written into your life before you even knew how to say my name, before the heartbreak, before the confusion, before the mistakes and the regrets. I saw you, in this room, at this time, with everything you've lived through, and I arranged this quiet appointment so that you would know you have never been forgotten. You are not one face in a crowd to me. You are not just one of many viewers. You are my child. I know your laugh. I know your sigh. I know the way your heart tightens when you feel misunderstood. I know the exact memory that flashed through your mind earlier while you were listening. I am speaking to you, personally, intentionally. This is why I've been gently repeating, in different ways. Don't rush. Don't leave halfway. Don't treat this like background noise, because there is a shift happening. Not loud, not dramatic, but real. It happening in the way you see yourself, in the way you picture me, in the way you feel about the days ahead. You might not fully grasp it yet, but your spirit does. You can feel something different, can't you? A small loosening, a slight warmth, a sense that something very old inside you is being quietly touched. Stay with it a little longer. We are nearing the part I told you about, the part that only makes sense because you stayed. Here is what I want you to know as this message comes toward its end. I have been here the entire time. At the first word, I was here. In the pauses, I was here. When your mind drifted and came back, I was here. When your heart swelled at a certain sentence, that was me pressing gently on a place that needed it. You did not imagine this. You did not make this up. My presence is not a feeling you have to chase. It is a reality I am inviting you to become aware of, again and again, right where you are. I am in your room when it's messy. I am in your room when it's dark. I am in your room when you collapse onto your bed exhausted. I am in your room when you feel nothing at all. And I will be in your room when this message ends. So here is what I want you to carry from this sacred conversation. You are seen. Not theoretically. Not as part of humanity in general. You. By name. By story. By heart. You are not behind. I am able to redeem time, to restore what was lost, to weave even your delays into something beautiful and meaningful. You are invited. Not to perform. Not to impress me. But to walk with me. Talk with me. Let me be part of your real life, not just your crisis moments. You are changed. Even if it feels small, something shifted while you listened. Your heart opened a little more, your defenses lowered. Hope, which you've tried to bury, moved slightly under the surface. This is not an emotional trick. It is not manipulation. It is the gentle work of my spirit, honoring the simple fact that you stayed. You listened. You received. That matters to me. As this message closes, I want you to sit with one final truth, like a soft hand resting over your heart. I am here. I have been here. I will remain here. When the video stops, I will not. When the sound fades, my voice won't. When you go back to your routine, I will still be the one who understands every look, every sigh, every half-formed thought you never speak aloud. You did not stumble into this. You were guided. You were loved enough to be interrupted. And you were wise enough to stay. Something has shifted. Not everything at once, but enough. Enough for the next step. Enough for tonight. Enough for your heart to know. This was meant only for me, and I'm glad I didn't look away. Rest now in this. I'm in your room right now. I've been with you the whole time. And I'm not going anywhere. If these messages bless your heart and bring you peace, you can support this prayer ministry through Buy Me a Coffee. The link is in the description and comment box below.